Hi, Kim. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you for coming on. I am so excited for this. There's so there's so many people that don't have channels that I'm trying to bring out, bring on so people can get to know them and like you and know your story. I've seen you all throughout Wendy and Harry's Facebook group, being their admin, and I'm like, one day I'm going to meet this girl because she's everywhere through there. And unfortunately, it didn't work out at Hack Your Health. And then I was it. You weren't going to go to Keto Palooza. Was it
I
KetoCon
was,
last year?
no, I was going to Ketapalooza this year, but then my mom had a health incident and I wasn't able to go. But I will get to one of these conferences one of these times.
Yeah, you will. I'm telling you, you will so much enjoy it. It's so much fun.
There's so many people that I want to meet and hug and know face to face, and I'm just so excited.
Right. I can imagine. It's an experience for sure. But I'm going to go through the chat real quick because people are popping in here.
Okay.
Dustin, thank you so much for the $2 super chat and the message to get me to 1,000 because it's close. It's close. Carnivore K saying, "Hey Cindy." 22Q Cat, this is Lynn. She is in everybody's live stream chat.
Mhm.
You're so close to 1,000 subs. Happy Friday to you and all. Good evening. This is Andy. Hi, Cindy and
Andy.
Kim. Evelyn.
Hi,
Hello.
Evelyn.
Hello.
Hi,
Lisa
Lisa.
Ortega. Happy Friday, everyone. And hi, Cindy and Lisa. Jeff Foltz. Hello, everyone. And look who's here.
Wendy, Wendy, Wendy.
Wendy and Harry saying hello, Cindy and Kim.
Hi,
Hello. Hello.
friends.
Thank you for joining us. So, Kim,
Yes.
like we talked a little backstage,
Hmm.
and like I said, your before and after photos are absolutely incredible.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's I've been through the thing myself, and it's like having lost 100 pounds for myself. It was it was an experience for sure. So one that I didn't think I'd ever be able to do,
Hmm. Hmm.
and everybody knows I absolutely thank my sister for getting me started. And but everybody's story is so unique and so much alike in the law as far as trying all the fad diets that are out there and all that stuff. I mean, but everybody is so unique on how they got there, what they did, and everything else. So I'm going to ask you
Hmm.
how you got started on your journey, and prior to that, what you tried, what you did, what didn't work for you, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm giving you the floor. As questions pop up, I'll grab them,
Okay.
and the chat, I will get to it when you're through.
Okay. Well, thank
Alrighty.
you. Hello, everyone. My name is Kim. I am 52 years old and I live in Belvedere, Illinois. At my highest weight, I was probably 225 and I'm 5'2". And I held all my weight in my midsection. My arms were thin, my legs were thin. It's just all my weight was in my midsection, which, as you know, is like the worst place to have fat stored up. I was severely diabetic. I would have to give mealtime insulin, long acting insulin, was on numerous medications for my diabetes. I was on numerous medications for high blood pressure. Um, I have ankylosing spondylitis, which is an autoimmune condition that affects your joints, especially in your spine area. So when you're overweight, the added pressure on your joints isn't good.
Mhm.
Um, and I've probably been overweight the majority of my life. I really don't remember a time where I was a quote healthy weight, unless I was a small child, and then now. Um, and you want every diet possible. I've tried. I tried Weight Watchers. I tried counting calories. I even tried back in the day the old Fenthin tablets, which now they don't do anymore because it caused your heart. I remember my heart racing and racing and racing, but yet I took that chance because I wanted to be thin. I
Mhm.
always wanted to be thin, and I was always looking for that magic pill, like what was going to help. And then I got on YouTube. I found Dr. Barry, and I found the other keto people, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well try this. I've tried everything else and nothing worked. So let me give this keto a chance. And
Right.
keto, go
It
ahead.
seems like Dr. Barry's the common denominator with everyone I've spoken with.
I just adore him. I hope
Mhm.
someday to be able to meet him, but I love Dr. Barry because he tells you like it is.
Yeah.
You know, he just tells you what you need to do, and if you do it, you're successful. And lo and behold, I started keto. I got into keto chow. I love keto chow. That's why I don't think I could be like strict, like just carnivore. I just can't. I
Mhm.
love my keto chow. I love a good salad from time to time. I just I can't do it. I wish I could. I can't.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Between keto chow and like you said, an occasional salad. I had one today.
So did I.
Typically, typically I do not do vegetables
Mhm.
overall because I feel better without them. But keto chow, yeah, that's staying in my life.
Same.
Um, Chalk Zero has
Yeah.
been in my life. But anyway, go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
no, and so I started doing keto. And lo and behold, I was getting great blood sugar readings. I felt better. I didn't have that afternoon slump where all of a sudden I was turning to like caffeine or whatever else to get me going. And the weight started falling off. Um, so I just kept going, and my doctors at first were like, "Oh my God, you need carbs to live." No, actually, I don't need carbs to live. I know now that I am a carb addict. I cannot do all the carbs because then I just want. My husband used to call me Templeton from Charlotte's Web because I couldn't eat just one like little treat and be satisfied. That would hit like in my brain, and I would just want more and more and more, like Templeton and Charlotte's Web wanting more and more and more. So
Right.
I know now that I can't, and I will never go back to how I was. Keto literally saved my life.
Mhm.
So I will never go back. Never.
So, how is your spine?
I mean, ankylosing spondylitis is something that I'm going to live with like my whole
Mhm.
life. Um, but the inflammation, if I can keep the inflammation at bay with the ketogenic diet, I can move better. I feel better. I don't have the days where I'm stuck in bed all day because it just hurts too bad to move or I'm just too exhausted. Um, One of the reasons also I got healthy is my one and only niece. She's going to be 5 on December 7th, and I'm 52. So if I want to see that little girl reach certain milestones in her life, I need to be my healthiest and I need to be my best version. And that's with me being keto. So I can be there, and be the Kiki that gets on the floor and plays with her and, takes
Mhm.
her to the park, and not the Kiki that doesn't feel well and has to, stay in bed.
Right. That's like we have a great grandson on the way
Wow, congrats.
coming the end of December. So, I get it. I mean, I'm 66. It's going to be, but yes. So, real quick, Wendy and Harry are saying hi to everyone. Lynn says, hi, all you wonderful people. Low Carb Spin. This is Karen of Low Carb Spin saying hi, all. This is my sister, Deb,
Hi,
saying hi,
Dad.
Sin, Kim, and all. Stacy from Easy Peasy Keto. Hello, all my friends. Lisa saying hello. Wendy, Keto Chow is one of Harry and my staples. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And I use your code there, Wendy.
And Miss Lynette Zog is in the
Hi,
house. She
Lynette.
must have, her ears must have been burning when we started talking Keto Chow. And Patricia Hoffman, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Such
you,
great goals,
Patricia.
Kim. Yes. So you've gotten off your meds, I'm guessing, for blood pressure.
I take one because, unfortunately for me, it's more of a genetic issue. But I was on like 4 meds and I'm down to one.
That's
Um,
awesome.
my A1C, I used to have to wear a CGM,
Hmm.
but now because my A1C is in the normal range, my insurance is like, well, you're not diabetic anymore, so we're not going to cover that CGM. And that
Right.
is kind of mind blowing to hear them say that you're not diabetic. I've probably
Right.
been diabetic since I was a teenager. And to hear those words, you're not diabetic, it just blows me away. And all from
Right.
eating keto.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, my husband is type 1,
Mm-hmm.
and when I first met him, his A1C was 17.
I was at 12. I know. Yeah.
And when we moved from New Hampshire and he started keto like 2 weeks after I did in 2020, his A1C was 7.9. He
Wow.
has been as a type 1, he's been steady at 6.4.
That's amazing.
And
That's so
I mean,
awesome.
he had gotten down one time he got down to 6.1 and he was in tears. He says, I didn't think I'd ever see numbers like that in my entire life. He was diagnosed at the age of 2. He's
Mm,
62 years old and just doing remarkably well.
that's
So,
amazing.
yeah, I get it. It's insane. Congrats, Cindy. Great grandma will be fun. Yes. Except they're all in New Hampshire, so there will be trips. But yeah, it's exciting. So less blood pressure medicine, no longer diabetic. And I got to tell you, if you would have been at KPO, you would have been so amazed. There were so many new people there this year. And when Dr. Barry got on stage, the first question he asked, I believe it was the first, every person that got rid of their type 2 diabetes stand up. And the number of people that stood up in that room, it was mind boggling. It was like, wow, it's so incredible.
I wish more
So,
doctors would embrace keto rather than just throw all the drugs at
mhm,
their patients. I really do.
yeah, it would make it would make so much difference in the whole world, for sure. Sherry, please mash that like button for Miss Cindy and her guests, please, and thank you so much, Sherry. KPL is the best. Yes, Dustin, it definitely is. Um, I would say if you can get to any of the bigger events, KPL is it. And I know Wendy and Harry, you haven't made it there. It's incredible. And I know it's a distance, but wow, it's like it's so much more personable than
Yeah.
the bigger events like Hack Your Health is huge. But this year, next year, Hack Your Health is going to be in Florida
Mm.
during hurricane season. That's crazy.
Boy.
Any event I attend is probably great. You're funny, Dustin.
It's true, Dustin. It's true.
So
Yeah.
along the way, you somehow, some
Hmm.
way, you got to inform us
Okay.
You found Dr. Barry, and you found keto people like Wendy and Harry.
Yes, I binge watched Wendy in one day. I'll never forget. It was a Sunday, and I'm like, I love this lady, and I
Mhm.
binged all her videos in one day. I found two crazy ketos. I mean, I found everybody, and I just binged it, and then that what got me started was if they can do it, I can do it.
Right. When Debbie got me started with keto, Dr. Barry's videos, and I think Wendy and Harry were probably the next ones I found. And I did the same thing. And I told Wendy, I said, I have been watching your videos from the oldest out.
Yep,
It's like
same.
been constant. And then I was honestly kind of jealous that you were an admin when I found.
Trust me, it's not that glorious. You can join me anytime. Anybody
No,
wants to be an admin, reach out to me.
no, I think it's great because they are great people.
I love them so, so much. We have become great friends and I just adore them.
Karen
Yes.
says
Yes, Karen.
Craig
I
has the
have
same
talked with
autoimmune
Greg
disease.
numerous times and
Hmm.
yeah, it sucks.
Hmm. But she mentioned at KPL that he has Lyme disease.
Yeah, that's kind of where they think there's a connection somehow between getting Lyme disease and then developing autoimmune. They're not quite sure how, but yeah, an autoimmune disease totally sucks. My
Yeah.
dad had it, so
Wow.
yeah,
We
we're going
really want to
next
make
year,
it to
Wendy.
KPL. I'm
We're gonna
sorry,
make it
Kim.
here.
Thank you both so much. Kim is the queen of admins for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
no.
What was that?
Like, okay. I don't know. This is awkward. Okay.
Oh no, you are. I'll tell you. It's like Wendy will say in the video, "Oh, I'm gonna give this to Kim. She'll get it up on the Facebook page," and boom, it's up on the Facebook page. It's like you dropped everything and just did that.
Yeah, she sends me the email and I'm like, okay, let's get it up there. Because I know
Hmm.
that everybody's looking for those recipes and I try to get them up as soon as possible.
Yep. Cindy O says hi, Cindy and Kim.
Hi, Cindy.
It's funny when you're Cindy and you're saying hi to Cindy. It's like, okay, you say hi to yourself.
Yeah.
But anyhow, now aside from keto,
Hmm.
you are you're what you do is so rewarding for so very many people. Will you share that?
Um, in February, it will be 19 years that I will be the executive director of my church food pantry, which is called the Wonder Lake Neighbors Food Pantry. We are a nonprofit food pantry that serves everybody in the county where my church is located. And I just want to say that if you can support your local food pantry during these times, please, please do. There are so many ways that you can support. If you can't make a monetary donation, look through your cupboards. Do you have any extra canned goods that you can donate? Or do you have an extra hour or two that maybe you can just go and volunteer your time to either stock shelves or maybe prepare the bags of food? Um, I know in my area, we're seeing record numbers. We are seeing more numbers now of people needing food assistance now than people were coming during COVID.
Mhm.
So hopefully things will turn around, but it's going to take a little bit. So anything that you can do, um, if you ever want to reach out to me, I can help you find if you don't know where your local food bank or food pantry is, reach out to me because I have resources to help you find out where yours is in the area. Sorry. It's just something I'm very passionate about. I've
That
done it
is
for so long.
as you should be. I mean, that is such a rewarding thing to do, and it helps
Yeah.
so many people. I have a son who is not well,
Mhm.
and he struggles monetarily. And sad to say, they've had to go. I mean, they've had to go to the food pantry in their area for food, especially around the holidays. And it was tough. You know, we could only help as much as we could, and that was,
I
you
get
know,
that.
there's limits to everything.
And I just want to say, if you are struggling and you do need help, don't be afraid to go to a food pantry. There's no shame. Nobody's going to judge you.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to question anything. They're there to help you. No questions asked. Don't don't be embarrassed. That's
Mhm.
what we're here for, is to help those in need. And I know I've seen the people come to us who are ashamed, but I just want to encourage you, don't be ashamed. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And then maybe someday you'll be in a position where you can give back. I've seen that happen too. But please, if you need help or if you're ashamed, reach out to me and I'll help you find help, because nobody should have to go hungry. Sorry, I'm just.
Right. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You know, that's the world needs this right now. You know, things are just crazy in this world.
Yes.
And I don't see it getting any better anytime soon,
Not for a while.
unfortunately.
Not for a while. Yeah.
But so when people like you come around that are doing this and are so passionate about it, there are so many people getting help that they need.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Brian and I went to a McDonald's one day, and we were parked across the way, and there was a guy sitting there, skinny as a rail. I mean, just bone thin, had a boot on his foot, and he got up so that I could park, and he was trembling. You know, I don't doubt there was some addiction thing going on there,
Mm-hmm.
but Brian got out and talked to him, and he says, "Come with me." He says, "I'm not allowed in there." And Brian says, "Come with me anyway." So the guy waited right outside the store, the restaurant, and we got him a meal. And Brian took it out to him. He was so thankful. And it was like a $5 meal. You know, granted, it's not the best food in the world, but to him, it was everything.
Right.
And it was like, it's so easy to do. I will not give anyone money. I will not do it because I've seen in the past
Yeah.
panhandlers taking money, buying booze, drinking that, panhandling for more and buying more booze. So I won't do it. But to give somebody a meal, absolutely. It's like definitely.
Yeah. I'm also on a mission. I mean, I'm grateful for any food that gets donated, but a lot of
Mhm.
these companies, what they want to donate is the food that I wouldn't eat. And
Mhm.
I'm torn because I eat keto and I know what healthy true food is, and here I get conflicted because I'm giving these families these processed sugary foods. So I've been trying to reach out more to organic farms in my area, gardeners in my area. I'm trying to work systems to get the more real whole foods to my clients.
Right. Or even if people would donate the canned meats
Oh
as
my,
opposed to some of the other stuff.
canned tuna is like gold. It really
Mhm.
is too. In my food pantry, somebody donates tuna, our eyes light up, and we're like, we got tuna.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like any of that stuff. It's like from watching Wendy for so long now and stocking her pantry for the apocalypse,
Yep,
I have a stash of canned meats.
yep.
I definitely do. And, you know, our power was out one day. I thank God that we had that stuff.
Yeah,
You know, but so thank you, Wendy.
yeah. Wendy's the
But
best.
yeah, it's so important. But that just the look on that guy's face outside of McDonald's. He finally did come in and sit down and eat. Because at that point, I dared them to tell him he could not sit there and have his meal. Because, you know, he at this point. He's eating your food. Let him sit there.
Hmm.
But it was like I said, it was a $5 meal, and you would have thought I just gave this guy $1,000.
Yeah, I've had parents who, when we give them the cart, break down crying because now they
Mhm.
can say that they can rest well tonight because them and their families will have a full belly. So
Right.
that makes you feel good to know that you made just a small difference in the life of a family.
Mhm. Yeah, it just, well, giving, it's that's what this whole world is should be about. Not what you're going to get back in return, but just to know that you're helping somebody else.
I think mine came from, I was raised by my mom, a single parent, and every Christmas the church would bring us a food box. And
Mhm.
that always stuck with me about how they helped us. So I think it kind of was instilled that it's kind of our duty when we can to go and help others. So
Right.
it's just what I'm passionate about.
Yeah, I was that single parent for a long time, and it's not easy.
Oh, mm-mm.
So, thank you both so much, Kim. Is it Queen? Yes, we did that one. Oh no, it's not Kim. You rock.
Thank you.
Another Cindy. Hi, Cindy and Kim. Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Cindy.
That's a wonderful work and helps so many. Absolutely, everyone needs a helping hand sometimes.
Hmm.
That's Kim. Your passion for what you do is inspiring. I've been there, and you are so right. No shame to get the help you need.
Yeah.
Harry and I have both fought food and water for folks brought food and water for folks standing outside of a restaurant or fast food place as well. No money, but food and water, absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
Because they don't, what they do with the money, it just kills me.
Yep.
When they're clearly starving and they won't use that money for what they need,
Yep.
it makes me nuts. Me too. I've also paid for veterans' meals on many occasions.
That's awesome.
One of the giveaways near us gives away fresh produce during the summer months.
Yes.
Yes.
Summer months are amazing for that.
And then just everybody saying, other people saying hello. So you've done all the dieting, you've done
Yes.
keto, you are admin to a great couple,
Mm-hmm.
you help millions of people in the course of the 19 years you've been doing this. You're just incredible.
Thank you.
And your transformation from the weight loss and getting healthier is just mind-boggling. Because I've gotten off of blood pressure meds. I was pre-diabetic. I never had any autoimmune diseases. And for those that do, my heart goes out because it's hard. My husband, type 1 diabetic,
Yep.
he has cervical dystonia that just gets worse.
Hmm.
But he handles it so well. Mm. Andy, thanks for the idea. Time to buy more tuna.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Lisa, what is sad is that some people panhandle just to make extra money.
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories about that, and it hurts the people that really need it. Lisa, you are so right. In New Hampshire, they pictured these people standing on this corner when we lived up there. And I'll tell you, these people had more money than you can imagine. They weren't homeless like they claimed to be. People knew them, took pictures of them, posted all over everywhere, and it never stopped them. They kept going. And I'm like, whoever sees this, if they're still giving them money, they're stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cindy.
Mm.
But So yeah, it's a tough world. And people, I don't know, some people can make it a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's nuts. So what you do is fantastic.
Thank you.
I didn't want to do this today.
That's all right. You got a good guy. We definitely all will keep him in our prayers.
Oh, he's so good. If I had what he had, I'd be nuts right now. He handles everything really well. I mean, Harry and Wendy have met him. Harry just loves him. Harry's the one that asked me to do a video of him making a pen. Like you had said backstage, you want one of Brian's pens,
I do.
and he's just it's incredible because he can focus so much, and his dystonia has. I mean, his neck twitches.
Okay.
He's had surgery to kind of relax it, but it can only do so much. And he has really good days, and he has bad days, and then he has really bad days where he just sits back and does very little.
Yeah.
And but he's great. And this is it. We love you and the guinea pig. And that was Brian's doing when 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 I started doing recipes and having him taste them. He did this. He said the guinea pig's here, and he started that whole thing.
I love
And
that.
it was like he's so crazy, and he eats it up. It's crazy. Harry here, say hi to Brian for me. My coffee bean one and Wendy's peacock pen are works of art. These are in pens, ink pens. Yes, definitely. But yeah, we had made some and sent them to them. And here you go, Harry. There's Brian. Dale 38S. Hi everyone. I'm good. And he
Oh,
is.
yes, you are.
He is. So anyhow, back to you, Miss Kim. Sorry about that.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
not
no.
my intention at all.
No, we are all good.
You are so in a day's time. I mean, do a normal day for you between interacting for Wendy and Harry
Hmm.
and your typical day of eating and all that kind of stuff. Your typical days. What are they like for you?
Um, I get up. Some days I fast. I kind of listen to my body whether or not I think I need to get a meal right away or if I can go till like mid, like noontime. And
Mhm.
usually my first meal is keto chow. Some of the meds for the autoimmune condition cause stomach ugh. So
Yeah.
about all I can handle, keto chow is my lifesaver. When I don't think that I could eat a whole big meal, I have a keto chow and I am good. Um, so the keto chow will last me till I normally eat very rarely 3 meals a day, mostly 2 meals a day.
Mhm.
Um, and I hate to say this, I'm not a huge meat eater. Um, the autoimmune medicine kind of has caused a meat aversion at times to me. But I love seafood. I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes, like, if you were to put a chicken breast in front of me, I'd just be like, oh. Um, but I'm kind of like Harry. I'll eat a beef bowl. I mean, yeah, bring me a ground beef bowl, some cottage cheese. I'll eat fish all day long. I love fish.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I just keep my meals very, very simple, and that's what satisfies me. I'm full. I get my protein. I don't have the sugar. I have the balanced energy all day. I make it very, very simple.
Right. I I get it. That's the only way it's sustainable for people too.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
when people say, "Oh, that's too hard. I couldn't do that." I'm like, because you're trying too hard. It's so easy
just try
when
it.
you're determined.
Get through the first few days where, yeah,
Mhm.
you may have the keto flu and it's your body getting rid of all the nasty sugar and everything else, you will feel amazing. And I think about how I used to feel and how I used to look and didn't have the energy. And I will never, ever, ever go back. Never. I mean, I'm the only keto person in my household. Unfortunately, everybody else in my house eats the sad diet. I've tried, but what can I do? And I'm okay with that. They know if we go to a restaurant, I'm going to order the food my way, and to just deal with it.
Yeah. It's when I first started, I was the only one in a household of 7, and I was doing all the cooking.
Hmm.
And I didn't, it's like just because I made it for them didn't mean I was going to eat it,
Same. I
you know?
cooked their food, but I have no desire. They're always like, "Oh, don't you want any?" No, I don't. I'm good. I got my stuff. Go ahead and eat yours and complain why you have. Oh, one thing that it did help, I used to have GERD really, really bad. Like
Mhm.
I was on an antacid daily prescription. I don't have that anymore.
Awesome. Dustin, again, give our love to the guinea pig. He's the best. He's listening. Kim, how much total weight have you lost and are you at goal?
Um, I've lost over 80 pounds. I guess I am considered at goal. I currently weigh 122. But here's the thing, body dysmorphia is a real thing.
Mhm.
So, in my mind, if I look in the mirror, I still feel like I see that heavy girl. And I'm working. I go to therapy. I'm working on it. I'm working on loving myself. We all have to love ourselves. And that's
Yes.
something that I truly, truly struggle with. Um, but yeah, I guess I am at my goal. Um, I would like to put on muscle, kind of do some body recomposition.
Mhm.
Um, and I have, hanging skin from you're over 80 pounds and it's all in your midsection, you're going to have loose skin. Um, and I'll never have surgery because I don't think I want to put myself through that. And insurance
Nope.
doesn't cover it. And I am who I am. I'm 52 and I'm good. uh,
Those are Kim, you got to look at that as those are
my battle
your
scars. That's how
your
I look
battle
through this.
scars, but they're also your success.
That's kind of how I look at it too.
That's
Yeah.
it's like, hey, if you didn't have it, you'd like, what the heck? That's the way
Yeah.
I look at it too. It's God knows after losing 100 too, it's definitely there, and I've got more to lose, but I am way healthier than I was 4 years ago, and that's the way I'm going to look at it. It's like,
Hmm.
you know, is it perfect? Nope,
No, but God didn't make no
but I'm good.
junk, so we're all good.
Hmm. Evelyn talking to Brian. You may be good, but well behaved is a different story. Cindy O said, love our keto chow. And
Yeah.
yes, so does Lynette. I can't imagine why.
I love it. I really do. That I will
I did a
be.
week. I did a week of egg fast and then I did a week of keto chow.
Oh, I
And
could easily do a week of keto chow.
I did it in 3 different ways each day. Each day I had waffles, a shake, and ice cream for 7 days.
I'm
And
hoping
I
that
never tired of
if
it.
I'm a good girl, maybe Santa will bring me a Ninja Creamy for Christmas, but
Hint, hint.
we'll have to see.
Well, you better be good.
But I do make it Wendy's way, the with all the ice and everything. That's
Mhm. And
really,
the blender.
yep.
Yeah. Keto chow is awesome for using when you have to take your meds, especially if your
Yes.
meds need to be taken with food.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
It's awesome for anytime you want it. Hey, Brian, We don't want you getting a big head, but you know we love you.
No.
Annette, Dustin, hit the like button. And Dustin, I may have non-keto meals from time to time, but I'm never ever going to do go living primarily keto carnivore.
Right. So, Dustin, let me ask you a question. When you have the non-keto meals, do you find it hard the next day to go back? Like, does the carb creep come back and you start craving the non-keto foods? That's why I don't think I could ever do it because I'm so much of a carb addict. I don't want that stuff touching my lips because I'm afraid that Templeton will resurface and I don't want that.
Right. Now we've had things off plan, a planned off plan,
Right.
but there's too many reasons for Brian and I both not to do it very often, with him being diabetic, first of all. And I get these hypoglycemic episodes because after having had gastric bypass years ago. And it is, if I eat anything too carby and not have enough protein, my blood sugar's bottom.
Yeah.
I've been as low as 47.
Dang, girl. How are you
And
still standing?
it's crazy. It's crazy. Electrolytes are essential for keeping the keto flu away, and salty are the best.
I agree. I love salty.
Yes. I love the people in Keto Chow.
I do too. I
Chris,
really want
Miriam,
to meet
Lynette,
them
all of them.
someday. Yes.
All of them. True story. I fell in love with Keto Chow first, then begged them for a job.
Awesome.
What is your favorite Keto Chow flavor, Kim?
Oh, Lord.
There's so
Pressure.
many to choose from.
Uh, ah. Well, me and Harry, we kind of have a thing. We both like the chocolate peanut butter. That is the bomb. The raspberry cheesecake, pistachio. I can't name just one.
Now, I'll tell you, I am a chocoholic.
Same, girl, same.
The chocolate malt, even though it doesn't have a big chocolate flavor,
Mm-hmm.
it has that malt flavor. And I
Yes.
am from Cincinnati originally, and chocolate malt was a big thing in Cincinnati. And to have that malt flavor back is like, woo, that win win.
You reminded me I need to place a chalk zero order. The holidays are coming up.
Chalk zero.
Get their advent
That's,
calendar.
yeah. Brian says, love you too, and everyone here.
Oh, bro.
I'd work
So
for
bad.
Keto Chow if I
So
could,
would
Dustin
I.
said. Heck
Lynette,
yeah.
is there something you could do to hook us up? Can we get a work from home position doing something?
I'm late. Sorry. I got to meet Nan at KPL. She is the sweetest lady.
Oh, well,
Thank you for joining us. Salty in my coffee every morning.
interesting. Cindy, do you drink it hot or cold? And what flavor do you put in? Is it like the chocolate? I don't drink coffee. I can't stand the stuff.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
can't.
Thank you. I
I
don't
was
drink it
told
either.
growing up, my grandmother's like, Kim, you need to learn to drink coffee to be social. I'm like, I don't want to be social. But I won't. People have tried to doctor coffee up. I just won't do it. But I'm a tea girl. Give me a tea any day.
Now, see, I don't drink tea either. Coffee,
Really?
tea. I can't.
Hmm.
And a teaspoon or two of keto chow in my coffee.
Okay, I
Okay.
could see that.
Harry here. You know it, Kim. Chocolate peanut butter for the win. Yep. Jeff says had an off-plan meal last night, paying today with inflammation.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get that. I get that. It's your body rebelling. I 100% get that.
Well, it's like the other night. I did not want to cook, and my sister's agreeing with me. Chocolate malt, yeah. We went and we ordered from Buffalo Wild Wings. Cleanest wings you can find.
Yeah.
No, nothing on them. But then I ordered a side dish of pretzel bites.
Oh,
And
okay,
oh
yeah.
my word, were they good. And oh my goodness, was I sick the next day. So, yeah, I paid the price. Hot and the chocolate or cocoa
Okay, I
ones.
can see that.
Yes.
I can see that one.
Wendy and I grew up drinking malts too. The chocolate malt brings back memories. It does. And I'm telling you, like I said, the chocolate malt keto chow, even though it doesn't have that pungent chocolate taste, the malt flavor is good enough for me. I had a pumpkin spice hot the other day, either a touch of whipped cream, super good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Now, I decided I was going to try something different this week when I made our shakes, our creamies, and I mixed fruity cereal and birthday cake.
Ooh, okay.
And I am telling you, Brian had his ice cream the other day. Well, while I was mixing it, I had to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a fruity birthday cake.
That sounds wonderful.
It was delicious. It was
Did you do
crazy.
that in the creamy?
I did.
Dang,
It
I
was
need to write
so
my letter to
good.
Santa.
Greetings, all. This is Rick. Greetings, our grandchildren just went home. I'm ready for bed. I bet.
I get that. My niece was over yesterday for the day, and holy Hannah, those kids wear you out.
Yeah. See, all like I said, all my kids and grandkids are all in New Hampshire, so we are very peaceful here. Something be said for that too.
There really is.
That, yeah. Well, before we moved away from New Hampshire, we always had family living with us, kids, grandkids. At when we moved, just the two of us, it was like I could breathe,
I get you.
and we actually had time for just us. And
That's
that was
great.
that was the only time, the first time since we had met that it's just been the two of us.
That's wow. That's awesome. Yeah, my husband and I have yet to experience that. My nephew lives with us, so maybe someday.
Mhm. It, when we first moved, it was great. I miss the grandkids,
Mm.
especially. And now with a great grandchild coming, it's like, whew. Did everyone hit the like button?
Yeah, thumbs up, everyone.
I
And if
don't
you're not
know.
subscribed, get subscribed.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm almost to 1,000. I miss New Hampshire. What part of New Hampshire, Cindy? See, I feel like I'm talking to myself again. This, I am going to go in here because I know there's other people here. Ooh, there it is. You can go ahead and talk, Kim. I'm going to look something up real quick.
Okay. So, what should we talk about, guys?
Whatever you want to talk. I'm still here. I'm just in the
I just
background.
keto really is life changing. If you guys want to friend me on Facebook, there's my name. It's just under my name, Kim Halper. Um, if you want to join Wendy's Facebook page, it's Loving It on Keto with Wendy fans. You just gotta wait for that pesky admin lady to let you in, but I think she'll let you in. Follow me on Instagram. The Instagram.
Send me send me all your links, Kim, and I'll
Okay.
put them in the description of this video
Okay, I'm at
so that
Healthy
they'll.
Helper. My last name Halper. I kind of want to get back to posting my food, so if you guys want to friend me and follow me, that way I'll have the inspiration and motivation, and we can keep each other going through these holidays that are coming up.
Yeah, but message me though where
Okay,
they can find you so they
okay,
can refer back to this video, and
perfect.
I'll take care of that. Cindy says Nashua. Don't you know that's where we moved from 3 years ago? My husband's from Nashua. Yep. Sabrina, hello, lady. I've been in the kitchen the last 2 days making food for our Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. Everything keto with the exception of sweet potato casserole, but I did use swerve brown sugar instead.
Excellent. So Sabrina, do you make your stuffing keto? And if so, how do you do that? Because stuffing, I love stuffing. That is my favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal. Uh like I used to when I was on the standard American diet, any leftovers, I would like eat stuffing the next day for breakfast. I was that much of a stuffing fiend. So I'm looking for I know Wendy has a great stuffing keto recipe. But always looking to see what other people do.
Well, if you follow Chris Cooking Nashville,
I do.
Saturday he has his video coming out on stuffing.
Oh, yay. Okay, good.
Yes. So we'll have Wendy's and then we'll have his.
Oh, yay. Good, Lisa.
So she is there. Hi, Sabrina. I'd love to follow you, Kim.
Oh, come on
This is
over.
Lisa. Karen from Low Carb Spin. Are you having to cook Thanksgiving? What's on the menu? That's for you, Kim.
Oh, I do not know. I'm planning on cooking. I'm not sure if we're going to my brother's house or not. But like you say, I'm the only one that does keto. So I will cook their typical Thanksgiving menu. But then Wendy has an awesome loaded cauliflower broccoli casserole that I like to make. I love the turkey. Turkey is one meat I will eat. Like I say, I'm just a weirdo. I don't know. Um, but I will eat that. Uh, I'm still working on getting the keto breads that Cindy is a pro at, Wendy is a pro at. I'm not so much of a pro, but working on it.
I'll tell you who else is a pro at making bread is Karen and Therese from Low Carb Spin.
Yes, I follow you, ladies. Love you, love you, love you.
The faux rye bread is absolutely amazing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Rex is breaking a 48, well, 50-hour fast. I ate something bad on Wednesday, gave my time to heal.
God
Yeah.
bless you. Good job.
Sabrina says, no stuffing here. We're very untraditional and are having a sausage pumpkin soup.
Ooh, that sounds delightful.
That's the keto chow, pumpkin sausage.
Yes.
Yes.
Chris
Watch
Cooking
Chris
Nashville.
Cooking Nashville tomorrow.
I
That's,
definitely will.
yeah. Kay actually got to meet him the week after I had been there with him cooking.
Oh,
And it, I mean, they are such,
I love
again,
him and Ash. They're great.
they're just as real as they seem on camera. And they're just incredible. Just like meeting Wendy and Harry, I was like, oh, like,
Yeah, they're okay.
'cause I had watched them for so long, and when I got to meet them at KetoCon and then saw them again at Hack Your Health, it was great. I make Wendy's Italian bread using poultry seasoning.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I love Carrie Brown's sausage stuffing. It's so good. I haven't tried it. Can't say. Hi, Lynn. Last year we made chaffles for stuffing.
What a great idea.
There's another one.
I love chaffles.
I've made Wendy's casserole a few times. Hubs loves it.
Yes, it's great.
We're always having salad, and my kids are bringing shrimp cocktail, cheese summer sausage, buffalo chicken dip. I made deviled eggs, and 2 kinds of keto cookies are brought to the meetup.
Ooh, keto cookies.
Yes. Yes, Cindy, we had the best time with Chris, Ash, and Mel. Yeah. Sabrina, and I made keto cornbread muffins and cheesy garlic muffins. I think we will be stuffed onion intended.
Wow.
I think that was supposed to be pun intended. Yes, I was starstruck meeting them. Yeah, when Karen and Therese met them at KPL.
That's how I felt the first time Wendy FaceTimed me. I was just like, this is somebody that I watch religiously on TV, and here she is on my phone. Oh my God.
Yes.
It's kind of
I
like how I
love
felt tonight when Cindy came on. I'm like, oh my God, she's a real person.
yeah. Well, maybe. Lisa, I loved your cookies, Sabrina Cagle. I need that recipe. Or better yet, you can just make me a batch. That works. Anybody wants to cook for me is good.
Yes, I should make us a Facebook closed group where we can all just swap our recipes.
Karen and Therese, I'll tell you, their videos are just something.
You ladies are great.
Yes, we totally rely on making a huge charcuterie board.
Yes, I love a good
And they
charcuterie.
do it so fancy. It's like just fanciness. It's
I never met a cheese I didn't like, I'll tell you.
yeah,
So far.
right. Well, I probably have only because of the smell, and I never tried
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Limburger.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever try it because it stinks so much.
I love the holidays because my grandfather, who is Swedish, it's called Boondos cheese, and we
Mhm.
only ate it at Christmas, and it's very expensive, but it's like a core memory, and so every year I have to get my Boondos cheese and have that.
Nice, nice. So I, you know, I'm really enjoying talking with you.
I really enjoyed talking with you all too. I was very nervous, but you guys were great. Thank you for
Oh,
putting up with my craziness.
oh yeah. When we were backstage beforehand, she says, "I am so nervous." I said, "You'll be just fine." Let me tell you, when I first started doing these with sauna, I thanked God that I had somebody with me because I was a nervous wreck. And it's just, it's been so great to meet so many people this way, and meeting people in person is incredible also. But, from, I think our first guests were actually Wendy and Harry.
Yep, I remember that. I was
And
watching.
first her and I just went on ourselves, and then Wendy and Harry came on, and it was the the success of that video, that live stream was so incredible. I'm just waiting till everything calms down so I can bring them right back on and we can sit down and do this again because whoa, it was so much fun. Thanks for all the sweet comments. Hey, you all deserve them because it's like I think it was the one with coconut in them, if I remember right, answering Sabrina about what cookies. I've been looking forward to this show. It's been wonderful watching you and chatting with everyone. Same, same. I'm really enjoying it. You're a pro. No, no, I hem and haw a lot,
You do great.
but thank you. Mine didn't have coconut in them. Sabrina says there were so many different desserts at the meetup that we went to in Indiana. Sana has a video out today detailing her situation. I did see that, Jeff.
So if
Um,
I should come to the one in Indiana. It wouldn't be that far for me. And then if you
yes,
go to Indiana, then we could finally meet face to face. That would be cool.
yes, they have one twice a year in Amo, Indiana.
Yeah, because then
Uh,
that maybe Robin and what is her daughter? Two Queens Go Crate or Two Queens Go
Two
Keto.
Queens,
Callie.
Cali.
Yes, I'd love to meet them too.
They
I'd
were
love to
not
meet
there this past
everybody.
one. They weren't there last
Um,
week, but it's put on by Jennifer Lucas, Dustin, and Jackie.
okay.
They organize the event. There's another one coming up in May.
All right, great.
So, and I do believe that if it's not already up, it'll be on low carb events.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, like most all the other ones. What it thought that did, but I remember you telling me you made them and I loved them. I'll watch from start later. Okay, Rick, I'm sure you're probably tired after playing with those grandkids. Looking forward to meeting Kim someday. Yes, you and everybody else. I'll send you a PM on Facebook, Sabrina says to Lisa. Okay, cool. Wait, what? I missed cookies with coconut in them? What's your recipe? So anyway, at the indie meetup, the way they do it is they rent a community center. They supply all the meat, and then everybody brings a dish.
That's awesome.
And it was like it's like $20 a head. $20. Wendy said, "Great interview today. Love you, Kim and Cindy. I need to get the knee elevated and iced." Wendy, I got to tell you, and I've told you in a message, incredible. Your recovery of this knee surgery has me blown away. At 2 weeks, Wendy just had knee surgery about 3 weeks ago now, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
3 weeks.
Within 2 weeks, she was out walking with a walker down the street. When I had my last one done, 2 weeks, I was still housebound, having in home physical therapy, and finally being able to go outdoors to go to the doctor and then go to outpatient physical therapy. She's been rocking this thing. It's incredible. I'm amazed every time I see something,
She's
whether it's
great.
her posts or her videos.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's pretty much Robin has pretty much taken Callie under her wing, and she's like a daughter to her. So yes, take care, Wendy and
Yes,
Harry.
Wendy, go ice rest. Love you.
Elevate and ice. Oh, okay, Sabrina. Oh, thank you. You're doing it. God, you are rocking this. Correct. And then Rick's saying hello. And I got to tell everybody in the chat, if you have not heard, I did a live stream with Rick a couple weeks ago now, 2 weeks, and he's got another incredible story. That's that one got me too. It's like I'm a sap. That's all there is to it. Just
No.
but
Everybody's story is inspiring. I love it all.
it is. If you haven't seen his, whoo, bring bring the tissues. It's a good one. No, it's really good. And he just put up a video that he just lost his wife a couple months ago,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
and a lot had happened prior to that. But his wife had wanted him to do a video for her before she had passed. Well, he did a tribute to her, and he put the video up
Oh,
a couple days ago, and he was trying to send it to me first, and it wasn't opening for me. So, but it went up, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. James says, "I'm a sap too. It's been great getting to know the mysterious Kim."
thank you, Deb.
There were a lot of people said, "Oh," and then when we had to reschedule, it was like, "Oh, okay." That should be your tagline. Bring the tissues. I'm telling you, Evelyn's was the same way. Her and Carl's story is another one. It's just wow. But if I start talking about Brian like before and the things he just amazes me, then it gets all, you know, and I don't even have all the hormone issues and all this stuff that these women are talking about now. I passed that up a long time ago. Just update. Mark is doing great. He's walking with a cane now and not using it all in the house. He also drove for the first time yesterday. That's great, Sabrina. Tell Mark, I said, "Yay." Funny, Evelyn. Yep, I had Karen and Teresa on too, and that time my sister joined us. That
Awesome.
was fun. That's awesome. Hi, Mark, Bert. Oh man, but yeah, they were all at Keto Palooza, or no, the indie meetup. At well, they were at Keto Palooza too, but Sabrina and Mark were at the indie meetup, and Mark had just had surgery not too
Hmm.
long before it. He was walking with a walker just last Saturday. Now he's graduated to the cane,
That's
and like she
awesome.
said, not even around the house. Yes, let Mark know we're still sending prayers for because it sounds like he's gotten that quick recovery to be able to go without the cane even at the house. Hi, Karen. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you have anything else you would like to tell, let me just let's do this. See, I get tongue tied. I get blah, blah, blah. I mean, being the only one in the house, you can only talk so much. But say somebody you're just meeting
Hmm.
ask you about keto, what would your advice to them be?
Give it a try. Stick with it. Drink your electrolytes. Look up all these wonderful people on YouTube, on Facebook. There are so many resources out there, so many free recipes. Go on Pinterest. You can do it. If there's somebody out there, feel free to message me, and I'll be there for you. You can do it. Keto changed my life. See, now you got me all misty eyed.
I didn't do it.
keto keto changed my life, and
Mhm.
it can change yours. Just have faith, and we're all here to support. I love the keto community so much.
Yeah.
um we're all here for each other, so Lena and us, and we're here for anybody. It will change your life.
I'll tell you, my sister and I, we went to the first time we went to Keto Palooza. It was just the two of us in a midst of some people that we had seen on video, a lot of people we didn't know anybody. And like I said, and I hadn't started my channel yet. So it was like, you know, okay, now what? There was just us. Well, when we first walked in the door, I had done a diamond painting for Rachel and Joe of two avocados.
Oh, how cool.
It's like I had done one of a peacock and sent it to Wendy
Oh yeah,
a
that's
couple
beautiful.
years ago. I had done the same for Rachel, but with two avocados. And right inside, we had it with us because I knew they were going to be at KPL. I went at first in the door, there's Rachel, and she gives the absolute best hugs. She's just so outgoing and so sweet.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I gave him this thing, so I didn't want to carry it around anymore. I'm like, I got something for you, and right there in the lobby of the hotel, I did. It was like, hey, whatever. She was so excited. It was so neat. But they had featured my story because I had told it on their 2KK Facebook group, and they had featured my story.
Oh.
So I knew she knew who I was, but not really. But knowing that she knew about my sister getting me started. Nurse Cindy was one of the speakers that weekend.
Oh, yes.
She went up to Nurse Cindy and she told her about me and my sister Deb, because you've heard Nurse Cindy's story where her sister Debbie got her started.
Oh.
Cindy Deb, and she told Rachel, she said, I need to meet them. So Saturday morning, and they do all their speakers on Saturday. That Saturday morning, we were in the vendor room, and Rachel says, "Come here, you need to meet Nurse Cindy. She wants to meet you too." And I mean, it was like instant chemistry. It was like last year meeting Karen and Therese. Those two are sisters. And I mean, we just all hit it off so well at Hack Your Health. But with Nurse Cindy, she got up to speak. And she started, my sister Debbie, she said, wait a minute, I got to say this. We were sitting in the front row, not knowing she was going to do any of this. She says, I just met two sisters, Cindy and Deb. Cindy's sister Deb got her started on keto, like my sister Debbie got me started. The whole place was bawling. I'm
Oh,
like, she made us stand up, and it was just, you know, just overwhelming. It was pretty wild.
that's
But
awesome.
that weekend, my sister looked at me. She said, "You found your people,"
Absolutely.
and it was like, okay. And it was probably right after that I started my channel.
That is
Shortly
true
after.
because the people who do the sad diet, they don't understand. They think it's like a fad diet or something that
Mhm.
will eventually go away. We're not going anywhere. Those of
No.
us that know what keto can do, we are lifers. You know, I will be a lifer. I will never, ever go back.
Yes. Rick says, "Good news. Just checked my glucose for the first time in month 72." That's
Excellent.
fantastic, Rick.
Excellent.
Thanks, Jeff. I was nervous thinking it would be high due to 3 months of stress. Without a doubt, that is so
Yeah,
great.
stress will do that.
Way to go. We love our Cindy and Deb. Deb says, "Oh, shucks." And Rick saying hi to Deb. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Kim, as far as giving it a try. And I think to add to that, I would say to them to keep it as simple as possible. When I started, I think my lunches consisted of hard boiled eggs,
Yep.
cheese sticks, maybe some celery, just while everybody else in my house is eating chips and whatever, that's
Hmm.
what I was eating. And then dinner, whatever I cooked, I ate the protein, and if it was a vegetable I wanted at the time, I ate that. And I have to say, I was so very lucky. I never got keto flu, and I went full force from sad to 20 total carbs or less in one day. Boom.
Great.
I never got flu, never did electrolytes.
Wow.
I never did. I do now on occasion. I need to more often, but I don't, I feel good, you know? I know when I know when I need them,
Hmm.
when I can put it in water and I don't taste the saltiness. Because
Oh,
any
yeah.
other time, I would have to take a 40-ounce cup for one packet of electrolytes for it to be not too salty. But when I know I need them, I can put it in a 16-ounce bottle of water and down it, and it's not salty.
Wow.
Or I can take the powder, put it in my hand, and lick it off of my hand,
Wow.
and it's not salty. That's when I know I need them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy because I've done both. I've done all of those. Hi, Twin Brook Acres, TBA. Very nice, Jeff. Yes. And that was Brian, that was Rick that tested his blood glucose. Twin Brook Acres, his name is Rick. Hi, Brian. Thanks for the AMC guide. Yes, we found a book. We're from New Hampshire. Rick lives in New Hampshire. And we found a book. He had talked about wanting to climb at White Mountains and stuff. We had a book on the White Mountains that had maps in the back that Brian had had for years. Brian pulled it off of our bookcase. He said, "Ask Rick if he wants this." So we mailed it to him.
Very cool.
That was great. It was great. But I've got to do this because I have got to thank all of my members for signing up to support me. Kim, you are one. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
And I just, I would never have dreamt that I would even do this, much less for it to get as far as it is. And like Dustin said in the beginning, almost at 1,000, it's like crazy for me. 'Cause it's just been a little over a year, and it's just wild. Karen says, Kim, you look amazing. It's so good that you continued on your journey without family support. That's so hard to overcome. That's
And
why we get so emotional when we share. Yep. That's so neat. I went to my first conference this year in Orlando and met Chris, Miriam, and Holly for the first time, and they were so wonderful. I re met Rachel, Joe, and Sarah Joy. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to meet Holly. Oh, I mean, Sarah Joy and all those in Orlando. I have not been down there. Yes, Rick thought you might like it. I highly recommend the conferences. It's a wonderful meeting. It is wonderful meeting everyone. Yes. Somebody there?
no, I had to let my dog out. Sorry.
It's okay. That happens. But yeah, she's so right. The conferences are great. But
Yeah, I hope to meet you all in 2025 somewhere.
that's right. Well, in May, Indiana,
Yes, I'll come to Indiana.
Amo, Indiana.
Okay.
It's a ways out. It's 3.5 hours from me. We drive it, we hang out, and we drive right back.
Oh,
It's
wow.
all in one day because we have a dog and we can't take him with us. So,
Gotcha.
we have somebody coming over, taking him out a couple times, and then we have to get back home. So there's no staying anywhere or what. But when I went to Keto Palooza, Brian didn't go. He opted to stay home with the dog. Same way when Debbie and I and her daughter went to Hack Your Health, Brian stayed home with Max because he's not in the best of health.
Oh.
So we don't want to leave him too long at a time with somebody else. So yeah, and it's tough. We were able to take him with us when we went to see Chris and Ash. And that was a blast. He just walked around there like he knew the place.
Oh.
And their golden retriever never even bothered with him. In fact, she backed away from him. And he's like this big. And here's this
Oh.
dog. It was cute. But that was a lot of fun. One day, Wendy, I know you're still listening while you're elevating and icing. One day we're gonna cook together. One of these days. Two masterminds in the kitchen. Or two mad scientists in the kitchen. That would be dangerous.
Yeah. I'll come and eat.
You'll come and eat.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Wendy, there's one thing you got to share on your video coming up soon because of the holidays is your bacon topped with peanut butter dipped in chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I made that. And then I did something stupid and went on beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I couldn't eat it. I had it in the
Oh.
freezer and I told Brian, I said, you better save me some. And he did. So when I came off of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, I had some. It was great. It was so good. It was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I would reshare that because that was so good. Holy mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we're going to call it a night. I want to thank everyone that showed up in the chat and joined us. It's been fantastic. And Kim, I can't thank you enough. It's been so great getting to know you
Thank you.
and put a face to the name. Here she goes. So I can do the chocolate covered bacon and peanut butter dipped in chocolate bacon. And yes, we need to cook together. See, I knew she was still there.
Oh,
Have a great weekend, all. Yes. Good night, friends. And yes. But anyway, Kim, you have a great night. Send me the information where people can find you, and I'll put it in the description of this video.
Perfect.
That way they can reach out to you if they have any questions, which I'm sure they will, with all the homeless food pantry items and places to go. And Wendy's saying good night, Karen saying good night, Cindy O saying good night, and Lisa. I will let you go. You hang on for a little bit, Lisa. Everybody else have a great night and Good night.